Okay, so here's the finish. Okay, so the instructions are a little bit ridiculous, but um basically what you're doing, last thing you want to check, you see right here, see how there's this seam right here, you want to make sure that lines up with that shit right there. And the same thing for this side, see how that lines up pretty much with that. You don't want this a little bit to here, a little bit far out. Okay, so you want to do like about right there, and you can adjust it if you need to. Okay, so basically what you're doing, you're gonna be adding some protecting tape, that way you don't damage the body or the paint. So you're gonna be applying some tape, but first you will be doing some measurements. Okay, you will be doing some measurements. All right, so so you got these little holes right here. Okay, these were held by clips, these clips right here. Okay, so there's gonna be 1 clip, 2 clips, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all that we gotta know. So we're gonna be taking the 2nd clip off and then the 5th clip off. Okay, but we're gonna be reusing this 5th clip. The 2nd one you can get rid of because this is where we will be tapping a screw to. Okay, so on the instructions it says take off the 2nd clip and then to apply tape. Okay, so this is where the hole is at. So you want the tape 5 millimeters to like about right there. That's where the tape is at. You see the protecting tape. So the hole is about right here. So you want it 5 millimeters. Okay, and then the hole right here where our clip was at. Okay, this is where it was at. So you want it 5 millimeters to about right there. Okay, so that's where we're gonna apply the tape. The tape's gonna be like about this, so we want to use half of it on top and then the other half on the bottom. So you want to do half, and then put it over the hood. As you can see, half of it's here and the half of it's on the other side. So that's that, and then you go to the 5th hole. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go to the 5th hole right there, and at the very edge of that hole you want to measure 15 millimeters. Okay, and wherever the 15 millimeter ends, that's where you want to start this other tape. So this as you can see right here, this other triangular looking weird protecting tape. So there's gonna be 2 tapes, a square one and then this other looking triangular kind of looking, where is it at? I think, okay, right here. So this weird one. Okay, so you're gonna have these two tapes. This one goes on the 2nd hole, this one goes on the 5th one. So you want to start it like that. Okay, this one's gonna go on the other side. One side's for the left, one side's for the right. Okay, so you want to start it right there at the edge, and then you want to fold it. Okay, so you want that little opening to be able to go under the hood. Okay, and that's how the tape is gonna be, and that's just to protect the paint, because you're gonna be adding these clips. Okay, so once the protecting tapes is over and you have them on, then you're gonna add there's a little washer that's gonna come with it, and then a screw. But first you gotta put this grommet. The grommet's already inside. It's a little plastic grommet that you put in first on the 2nd hole, and then you put this over on top of it. Okay, and then you do the same thing for this side. Okay, once after you put the tapes, the protecting tapes 5 millimeters, and then this one's 15 millimeters. After that, you're gonna put this little plastic grommet inside the hole, but the 2nd one. okay? And then you do the same for this side, and then you put this clip over it, and then you put the seal over it, and then you're gonna tap in the washer and then the screw, and you screw it on, okay? And then after that you do the same thing for this one, and that's pretty much it. And then it's gonna look like this pretty much. See the tape right here, and then the clip, tape right here, and then the clip. On this one it's gonna say L or the R, so you'll know which side goes where, okay? And then after that you're gonna add this last. See, that's what this is where it's gonna go into. See right here, right there, and then it has its own little pattern already, so that's what the markings are for. So they should line up. As you can see right there, that's where that's where the pattern is at, and that's where the clip is at. So they're pretty much gonna line up together. And make sure you have this centered. And like I said, whenever you see right here how it's not lined up with like the tail lamp, so you want to scoot it a little bit, and you want to line it up with this right here, and then you just slide it into those clips, and then you I think you remove the tape, and then you slide it in, and then you push it down for the 3M tape right here, for the 3M tape to stick on and to be held on by the clips for a more secure fit. So hopefully that helps. If not, I'll redo this. Hopefully you guys understand that the instructions is kind of hard to read. Okay, let me see. Okay, so first you're gonna have this seal, right? And then you're gonna have clips, okay, that's holding the seal. See, this is the first clip, but I took it down so I could have more room. Okay, so you're gonna be messing with the second clip. You take off the second clip, and you do the same thing for this one, and then the fifth clip as well, and then you do the same for this side, okay? So you bring this down, and then you're gonna be grabbing masking tape, and you're gonna be measuring from the hole 5 millimeters to the left, okay? So wherever that tape ends, for example, okay, I'm gonna just get rid of this. So so that's where the hole is at, right? And then you're gonna measure 5 millimeters between here and where the hole is at, okay? So you want to have, you see the little space right here, that's where you want to have the 5 millimeters. Okay, so where my hand is at, okay, so here's the hole, here's my finger, right? So you want to have that much space between my finger and then the tape where that red is at, you see it? Okay, so that's how much space you want to have, 5 millimeters to the left, and that's where you will put the tape, masking tape, to line that up for you. And then you see that's where the tape is at, you see? Okay, so 5 millimeters, and then you do the same for this side. Okay, so there's one, and then the second hole, okay? So like I said, you put my finger, and then you want to add the tape 5 millimeters to the left. So that's my finger on over the second hole, right? And then you want to have 5 millimeters to the left, and that's where you put the tape. And as you can see, that's where the protecting tape is at, the little square one, and that's where you'll put it. And then on the fifth one, okay, you go to the fifth clip, you take off the fifth clip, right? So you want to put masking tape at the edge of the hole, okay? So that's where you're gonna start your measurements, and it's gonna be 15 millimeters to the right, okay? 15 millimeters to the right. And then right here, you can't see it, but this is where the tape is at, and this is where you're gonna put that other protecting tape. Okay, you can see it right there. And then they do the same for this side. You go to the fifth hole, remember the fifth clip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's the fifth clip, okay? So you wanna put it at the edge of the hole. See the hole right there? Okay, so then you want to start 15 millimeters to the left, and then that's where the tape is that you can't see it. Okay, so from here, from the edge of the hole, and then 15 millimeters, whenever you reach 15 millimeters, that's where you want to put the tape. That's where you want to start it, and then you just put it over. And then after that, like I said, you will have these, you will have the protecting tape, and then you could literally put this over. You're gonna have these other clips, the thicker side, because this one's pretty slim, but the thicker end is gonna go all over the hood. So you just slide it in, and then you're gonna slide it in right here too. Okay, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, whenever you're doing this section, remember you have the tape, okay? And then you're gonna put this little square plastic grommet inside the hole, in place of the hole, and then you're gonna put this bracket over it, okay? So you're gonna see this little hole where you could screw it in, okay? So you put the tape, and then you put the grommet, plastic grommet, and you're basically gonna put it in here inside the hole, but on the second hole, okay? So you put that, and then you put the bracket, and then you put the seal over it, and then you put the washer that comes with it, and then the screw, and you screw it in, and that will hold this. And then you do the same for this side. And then you just get your hood deflector, and then you're just gonna slide it through. And like I said, you'll see the little black cloth material look, and that's pretty much your indication to where it's gonna be at, okay? And for me, the way I'm looking at it, from where the headlight is, that's how I want to line it up, and that's pretty much the middle for me, okay? But center it as the best you could. You'll be able to see it if it's dead on center, and that's about it. It's pretty simple, but the instruction make it look really complicated and stupid.